Hey guys, it's Sarah Joy. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a great video for you today with some fun stuff that I'm doing around the house, plus some extras, if that's not elusive enough. So why don't you sit back and relax and enjoy another week's episode of this. So first of all, I want to address last week's video, which was a little bit different than normal. Since it was Thanksgiving week, I was prepping a lot of Thanksgiving foods and just brought you along into the kitchen as I was doing a lot of that. Thanksgiving meal turned out great. I promised I would give you an update on how baking a turkey in a paper bag worked, and it worked flawlessly. So once again, I took a paper bag, like a brown paper bag from Trader Joe's. They always double bag them, so I used the one that was not touched by anybody. And you just line the inside of it with butter, pop the turkey in there, and then staple it shut and bake it at like 350 for multiple hours. And it turned out well. So if anybody is thinking of a turkey tip for next year, that's a great one. Also, I will not be eating turkey for like forever because I'm so done with it. I don't know about you, but anything Thanksgiving food related, I'm so burnt out already. So I will not be touching any of that for the near future. But today's video, I want to show you some Christmas decorations that I've done around the house, plus another little project that I got into. And I wanted to take a second to show you some stuff that's going on in my shop. I realize one of the things that I do that is not really beneficial to anyone is I have launched a new product, I talk about it once, and then I never talk about it again. So I wanted to take a minute today or two and show you a lot of the stuff that is in my shop and give you some ideas for Christmas shopping or to pass along to a friend. I want to show you a lot of the things that I'm selling in my shop right now. They're not new per se, but they might be new to you because you might have only seen them once. My shop is in two places. I have it at sarahjoy.tv, and then I also have it on Etsy. To be honest, I'm on Etsy a lot more just because that is more of the happening front, but you're free to order either place. But let me show you a few of the things that I sell all the time. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is my mugs. Here is one. It's a scene from You've Got Mail. It's actually the end scene, so spoiler alert, but it says, "I wanted it to be you so badly." And I've been to Riverside Park in Upper West Side, New York, and I just loved it. So I took a lot of photos when I was there and tried to recreate it. And this is one of my favorite mugs. You can see there. This is my You've Got Mail mug. This is probably my most popular one, but it says "Shop Girl." It's got some quotes, it's got the Riverside Park. This is the butterfly that got on at 42nd Street where it went to Bloomingdale's to buy a hat. "Daisies are the friendliest flower. I'm alone, read," classic quote. "Sharpen pencils if I knew your name and address." "Brinkley's collar." "Cafe Lalo." "Tall decaf cappuccino." "Fox Books." "I have mail from you." "NY152. So that is just a conglomeration of some of my favorite moments in the movie. It's just a classic. Do I need to say anything else to like convince you to watch it? I don't know. It's a very quotable movie. It goes through like all the seasons. So I feel like you can watch it any time of year, but like there are great fall scenes from it. It starts out in fall, goes into winter, and ends in spring. So it's just a really happy movie for every time of the year. Go watch it. On that note, I have another one that I did for fun. You can actually go to this store in Upper West Side. It is a laundromat now, so that's not that exciting. But here is my version of the storefront from the shop around the corner at Christmas time. I also have another mug that depicts it in springtime, what I would assume to be. I think the flower boxes that I put up top are my idea. I don't really think they grow there, but that's how I imagine it too. Also, I don't really know if it snows a lot in New York at Christmas. Maybe every once in a while. It has never snowed when I've been there in December. It has been like 50 degrees, which has been thoroughly disappointing, but it's fine. I've also got lots of art prints in my shop. They turn out super well. Here's one of them that you can see. This is, it says a few of my favorite things, but it's just, reminds me of a cozy day. It's got a teacup and some flowers and some books and a rainy umbrella. It's kind of like it's just a little watercolor art. Here is another artwork depicting the shop around the corner in springtime. And another one with a quote, "I would send you a bouquet of newly sharpened pencils if I knew your name and address." So my current #1 selling item in my shop is blankets. So I have a bunch of different types of blankets, but I will show you them right now. This one is black. I call it like a rest blanket, but it has this scripture on it. I'm going to try to read it to you. It says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." It's got these little flowers on it. These are all like super, super soft. And they're kind of like the perfect travel size. They're 50 inches by 60 inches. So this is the 50 and this is the 60. So it definitely stretches across my whole body. I don't know how tall you are, but they're like a good size to just kind of like cozy up with. And they are very lightweight, but like super, super soft. So that is what it looks like up close. And then they fold up pretty nicely like this. So like they're a really good throw blanket. The next one, this is probably my #1. This is a Healing Scriptures blanket. I woke up one day just with this idea in my head, like, oh, I want to do like a blanket, kind of like a prayer cloth, I guess, but a blanket with a bunch of scriptures on it for healing. That would be like a confession that you could read out loud or just kind of like a reminder. And so I did this one. It has a bunch of different scriptures for healing on it. And it's really cool. Like, these have gone pretty much all over the world through Etsy, which is really cool. I think they're in 42 states now and different countries. I've sold them to Australia, to United Kingdom, to Canada, to Singapore, to Spain, somewhere else. A few more that I will show you today. This one is for funsies because, you know, I try to do something productive with my time when I'm watching TV. And so I made an office blanket with different scenes, my favorite scenes from the show, some of my favorite quotes from it. So you can check it out, but that is my office blanket. And once again, on that note, I present Gilmore Girls. I just watched this episode yesterday. But yeah, again, lots of little scenes and characters that make me happy, and I like doing a lot of quotes on them too. And last but not least, let me show you some of my apparel. This is my latest one, and it is my current favorite. I sized up like double in this because you just have to wear a sweatshirt that's like extra big. But this is the Grateful embroidered sweatshirt. You can see that embroidery there. I feel like that makes just a really big difference. We have an embroidered sweatshirt, you know, but it's really cute. Again, I sized it up twice, so it's a nice slouchy, oversized fit. These come in 2 different colors of blue, which are really fun. To go on that note, I love a good cap. So I have my Grateful embroidered cap. This is how it looks. It also comes in a burgundy, but there is the cap. It's like a good acid wash dad cap. It's really cute. And one of my other favorites, this is the Unoffendable Cap. And I love that idea of just, you know, offense can get in the way of so many different things in your life, and you just stop being productive and have a jaded outlook on life. So being unoffendable is the way to go. And then I have a few others that I want to highlight in the apparel category. I have this shirt. It says, "What you say won't ruin my day." It says, "I don't drink from the mainstream," and neither should you, honestly. And last one is my homebody hoodie. So this one is a hoodie. So it's got the drawstrings and the little pouch, but that's fun too. This one's not embroidered yet. All right, so there you have it. You've seen stuff from my shop. You know what to do. Pass it along. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me do a shameless plug on my own stuff and talk about it more than once. All right, now what you came here for, the house. So Christmas decorations. Yeah, I would say frost the house with some Christmas decorations. I honestly didn't go too hard just because I hate that feeling of nothingness when you pull it all out. So I didn't go too hard this year. We were kind of planning on getting a bigger Christmas tree, and then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of down for the pencil tree this year. So having talked it all down, now let me show you what I did for Christmas this year. But I'll show you some of the things that I put up and some of the fun ornaments that we have on the tree and some other stuff that I like that I put up. Also, we did put up Christmas lights outside, and let me tell you, it is not for the faint of heart. We didn't really know what we were doing per se. I braved it enough to put lights up on the exterior of our house, like along the garage, and then I got on the roof to do the rest, and I was like, I want to get off the roof right now. So we didn't get that far. I learned this hack online, on YouTube actually, and that's to hot glue your lights to the exterior of your windows. And who knew? So that's what we did. We kind of just followed the windows and hot glued lights around it, and it actually turned out pretty well. And then I got up in the trees and wrapped it, because I would much rather climb a tree, and height doesn't bother me there, but just being on top of the roof and then just having concrete below you is not the best feeling. I don't know. So props to all the roofers out there, but I didn't do it this year. So maybe next time. But as rules of the game go on YouTube, you're not gonna see the exterior of my house. So sorry. So let me show you around some of our Christmas decor. This piece right here is a family heirloom of sorts. It's just a cute little white Christmas book. And then under the tree, again, I'm gonna use all matching wrapping paper. And then I wanna highlight some of my favorite ornaments. We honeymoon in London, so that is what that one is all about. And this one is Christmas at the Silos, which is a magnolia classic. We have a hot air balloon because Peter and I got engaged in a hot air balloon. This little owl is what we got on one of our first dates together. The P for Peter, and this little sushi ornament that we got on one of our dates at Sur La Table years ago. Also, this one down here I think is my great-great-grandmother's ornament, who I never even met, so that's pretty cool to have it. And over here on the mantle, I just added some of our furry little stockings right here that I love so much. They're actually so soft and plush. And then just some little bottle brush trees that we have around just to give it a little extra charm. In the kitchen, I have added some of my favorite Melzy's illustrations. She is an artist that I have seen at little art booths in New York City when I've gone. And now for a little project. What lies behind this door, you ask? Something very boring, and that is the commode closet. So I'm going to do a little work right in here to spruce things up. Here we go. Alright guys, that's all I have for you this week. My bad on completely forgetting to record an outro video until just now. So that's why it looks a little bit different, but I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. As you can tell, I practiced on my bathroom wall first by making these little rinky-dink artworks for my office. But if you liked it, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed this week's video, and I hope you check out my shop or keep me in mind for your Christmas shopping. I will see you next Tuesday, guys. I hope you have a great week. Bye.
What a wonderful